Hi friends, thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be sharing a kitchen refresh. I'm going to be decluttering my counter space, making it a lot more spacious, cleaning out my pantry, giving it a good reorganization because it is a complete disaster. I also have some new Amazon products that I recently purchased for the kitchen that I will be sharing with you and showing where I'm putting those or how I'm using them, which I'm really excited to share those because I'm really happy with those purchases. But I hope that you find this video motivating. I hope you enjoy it. Let's jump right into it. We're going to begin with the pantry, and as you can see, it's a complete disaster. I am quite embarrassed to share this with you guys, but I'm trying my best to keep things as real as possible. Maintaining the pantry and keeping it organized actually takes some effort. You know, it's nice when everything's organized, but to keep it that way, you do have to, put some work into it. So this was one of the weeks where life just was really busy and there just wasn't a lot of, it just was easier to throw the whole box of cereal in the pantry versus, unboxing it and pouring it into the clear containers. So anyways, I am taking care of this mess today. It has been hanging over my head and I have to say it felt really good to tackle this. So here I'm just going to unload everything and then we will move right into the organizing. Feel free to clean right along with me if your pantry needs some TLC as well. I cannot believe all of this stuff came out of my little pantry, and once I had everything out and on the counters, I felt a little overwhelmed, to say the least. I was like, what did I get myself into? But I just wanted to keep it very simple. I was going to simply be organizing, so I started by grouping like items together in any bins that needed to be cleaned. I was wiping those down. To free up some counter space, I decided to put the heavier items on the floor of the pantry. So things like the trash bags, the dog food, and any other unopened packages that I just need access to. Eventually, I would like to put those in a more decorative basket. I think that would just look a lot prettier to have on the floor of the pantry. So I might be looking, keep my eyes open for that. Moving on to filling the empty containers. And I feel like this has made the biggest impact in the organization of my pantry. And I have a mix of the OXO containers and also Members Mark containers that I got from Sam's Club. The OXO containers I actually got from Costco, I think last year. I got a really good buy on them. And I do prefer those containers over the Members Mark brand, only because they function better in my opinion, and I'll share with you the differences here in a minute. But yeah, this is just such a gratifying thing to do, as much as it's also sometimes something I dread when I'm not necessarily in the mood and I just want to get the groceries put away. But this felt good to tackle on this particular day. Then it's quiet. Here's the comparison between the OXO container versus the Members Mark. So the OXO has a button that you press to lift the lid, and then the Sam's Club Members Mark one has a handle that you have to flip up. So Obviously, the pressing a button is a lot simpler, so that's why I prefer the OXO. But other than that, they're pretty identical. But yeah, just thought I would share that with any of you who might have been wondering which one, I would recommend. Finally, I decided at the last minute to put my potatoes and onions in this basket. So I added some parchment paper to the bottom just to collect any debris from the vegetables and started to fill it. The basket's a little small, but I just love how it looks. It just looks adorable, and I love that it makes the vegetables that much more accessible. Then it's quiet. What a difference. I cannot believe how messy my pantry had become. This feels so, I don't know, it just alleviates stress within me. Is anyone else that way? But I just love organized spaces, and I'm going to do my best to keep it that way. Next, we're going to organize my spice drawers, something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I ordered 2 products for this from Amazon. First are these little shelves that fit perfectly in my spice drawer, and then the second product are these spice jars themselves. And this set came with not only the spice jars, obviously, but also labels. They have black and white labels, and they have a pen if you want to write the expiration date, or maybe you want to create your own label. And then the spice jars. How adorable are they? They have this square base, and then the top, while it looks like real bamboo, it's actually not. It's actually, like a thick plastic. But highly impressed with these. I will have them linked below if you're interested I'll have it linked in the description box. But I'm going to go ahead and wash these, and then I'm just cleaning out the drawer and prepping it to place the spice jars. But I'm just so impressed with how this turned out, as you are about to see. This project took a lot longer than I anticipated, so I wasn't able to get to all of my spices because I wanted to get it done before my kids got home from school. But I just wanted to give fair warning, if you do take this on, give yourself plenty of time to finish it up. Finally, I'm going to declutter my counter space and make it a lot more spacious. But first, I'm sharing a few products I bought from Amazon for the kitchen, starting with these measuring spoons. Now, I am so in love with these. I replaced my clunky keychain style measuring spoons for these, and these are just so much easier to use. I love that they're magnetic, so they stack on top of each other. It comes with a leveler, and then as you see, the measuring spoon has a different size on each end, just to make it easier to, fit the measuring spoon into different types of spice jars. I also purchased these gold spoons for, our coffee bar area. We have some I have a smaller version of these that we just love. So I thought I would purchase some of the taller ones for taller jars. Another item I bought from Amazon is this measuring cup. Believe it or not, the measuring cups that I had were so worn that I could hardly even read the numbers on the cup. I don't know what took me so long to replace them, to be honest, but I love this one. You can read the measurement from the side and also from the top. I'll link all of these items down below in the description box in case you're interested. But finally, I'm going to kind of organize my counter space. I want to shift a couple items around just to make it a little more ergonomical. For example, the knife set, instead of having it to the right of the stove, I'm going to move it over here so it's closer to the sink area, closer to this drawer by the sink. That is the counter space where I do all of my, vegetable cutting and meal prep. So I just think that's a better place to have the knife set. I also plan to put the canisters in the pantry. I want to have a little bit more space on, a little more open counter space. And then finally, I'm going to move the paper towel holder. So instead of having the paper towels on my counters, I would love to kind of disguise them in one of my cupboards. So I'm kind of testing this out to see if we can handle that. We primarily use hand towels to dry our hands versus paper towels, but it is, we still do use paper towels. But I want to see if we can handle having the paper towels kind of off the counters, because I would like to get a paper towel holder that you can attach to your cupboard door, the inside of your cupboard door. So I'm testing out to see if we can handle that. And if so, I'll go ahead and purchase one of those, holders to attach to the door. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe the counters down, and then I will put everything back in place. I was in desperate need of some new wooden spoons, and I purchased these ones from Amazon. These are called spurtles, which you can Google it to see exactly what that means and the history on that. But I love the rectangular shape of some of these. I feel like they are going to be useful in so many ways. Like I'll be able to use them in different ways with cooking, for cooking. And then the spoon and fork one I could use for, serving a salad. Here's a couple of my beat up ugly ones that I'm throwing out. But yeah, I'm so excited to try out these new wooden spoons, and they obviously look so much better than my previous ones. I also purchased some hand soap labels for my soap dispenser from Amazon as well. These were a little pricey, but as you will see, they make the soap dispenser look a lot more upscale, and I have to say I'm really pleased with them. The stickers were a little hard to put on the soap dispenser, so just be forewarned, they do easily collect little air bubbles. Little bubbles get trapped in there. So be careful when you are applying them. I see I have a couple air bubbles there that I need to work out, but again, I just love kind of this elevated look that they give the hand soap. Finally, I'm going to dress up the island by adding this beautiful vase. If you saw my last Shop With Me video, this is the one item that I bought from Home Goods and I am loving. I added some pampas grass and I think it's gorgeous. But that is going to be it for this kitchen refresh. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're new. I will have all of the items that I mentioned from Amazon linked down below if you're interested. But have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon in my next one. Take care.